Everybody, this is your first official stop to Santo Domingo, and especially from the Aquilla tour staff, I want to welcome you to La Romana. To introduce myself, my name is Carlos Manuel Soliman, and I will be your tour guide for the next 1 hour and 35 minutes. The guy that you see at your right side is Marcelino King, who is in charge to drive through our tours safely. Today we will have two stops. The first stop is a place of Casa de Campo, normally called Altos de Chabón. And the second place is the Central Park of La Romana, a place that right now is a museum of the Latino American baseball immortal. Today we will have two stops. Our first stop is a Hall of Fame of Latino American baseball. It's in the Central Park of La Romana. Our second stop is a place normally called Altos de Chabón. Some housekeeping church. We will have a watch room in both places, in the Hall of Fame and Altos de Chabón. For safety, I will remind you to to keep sitting while the bus is in motion. We have about 25 minutes to arriving at the place, so let's roll. Okay, we are just arriving at the Latin American Baseball Hall of Fame. And to talk about a little bit before we get out of the bus, I will remind you that we have 30 minutes to see the entire place. So, to talk about first some history on some of the origin of this place. This place have 5 years. This place was built 5 years ago, but before it was a park, just a park. Right now, it's a museum of Latino American baseball player. Latino American baseball player was built for a lover of baseball called Roberto Way, from Cuban origins, having his mind, and asked to a friend, a Los Angeles Dodgers scout, Roberto Avila, to join on his project to making a place in honor of that legends of Latin American baseball. As a host of the new International Baseball Latino Hall of Fame, some luminaries of the Dominican Republic greatest player was chosen the Dominican Republic, and the east side of the country of the tourist industry of La Romana was selected as the best place for make this Hall of Fame. The Dominican Republic is the huge or the largest country in Latin America, greatest by baseball American player or Major League Baseball player, that we have our biggest player in the Major League. So this is a great news for us, because everybody knows that the Dominican love to play baseball, and what a better place for to make a place for that legend of the Dominican baseball and Latin America. Here we can see a picture of some Cuban, Dominican, Venezuela players that are legend of the Latin American baseball. This is the park, and when they make this monument, they make some, we can see the history of each player with his name and some history. Here we can see especially this was one of the best baseball player, pitcher, Juan Marichal. Juan Marichal have a long history in baseball player in Dominican Republic. So here we can see another picture on Juan Marichal arriving safe at home. Be safe at home. What a love, so beautiful. Also in the Central Park, we can find some local shop. You can find anything that you need, some souvenir from Dominican Republic. So it's very interesting to see this place, and I will invite you to visit this place. Just in conclusion of this tour, I want to remind you that looking for all your belongings before we depart to the other place. Looking for all your belongings, and for safety, I will remind you to stay seated on the bus while the bus is in motion. Meanwhile, we are on the way to the other place. So let's go. Okay, everybody, we are here. We are at the small town of Artos de Chabón. Artos de Chabón is a place, more or less an imitation of Spain and Italian Mediterranean village. Altos de Chabón is also a home of many artists. Altos de Chabón have a luxury boutiques, have church where very important people get married, and here in Altos de Chabón we can find a luggage, a very huge marine, and we can find some Taino objects. This place have a big collection of some Taino objects that we can find here. So, Altos de Chabón. Okay, we are right now at the amphitheater of Altos de Chabón. Beside all of this, Altos de Chabón have a stone more like a Roman style, and have a capacity for 4,000 people. Here, a singer like Frank Sinatra and Carlos Santana have the inaugural performance here, and some singers like Juan Luis Guerra, Andrea Bocelli, Mark Anthony was performing also here. So also, okay, another attraction of this place is a stone architecture that give a colonial heirloom who visit in. Also, we have the biggest and large art and design school that is enrolled with the New York Design School that graduate so many artists from this place. So, in conclusion of the visit of Altos de Chabón, we have a lot of material, we have a lot of place that make us to feel in a different place in Dominican Republic, like Italy, like Germany. In conclusion, Dominican Republic is charged of different culture, and we have different monuments. I will invite you to come back to Dominican Republic. I hope you learn too much about this country, about what we have here. I want to thank you. I want to thank you everybody that give me your attention and give me the opportunity to be our tour guide. So also I want to thank you to Marcelino King, who was in charge of driver safety all the time. I want to give you an applause to Marcelino, who helped us in this adventure. So thank you very much, and thanks for visiting La Romana and Dominican Republic. I want to remind you that before we go to the pier, everybody check your belonging, check all your belonging, and when we return to the ship, in the ship zone around, you can find some place to buy a local stuff. So thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.